What's up, YouTube? I've been asked by a couple of guys to give a breakdown of my Atlas, what I've done to it. So, quick little video. Hopefully it'll be quick. So yeah, the FMS Atlas 6x6 1/18 scale. I was looking for something for my 1/10 scale power wagon when I came across this. I didn't know nothing about it until I came across it. So I've seen a couple of videos on it. Loved the design of it, so I grabbed one. Didn't know about the problems it had. No major problems, but a couple of problems. I'll go over that in a minute. So cosmetically, bought a clear body, painted black. Later on, did some decals. Put my little intake on there. This was inspired by the Unicorn by Ken Block. I first did this on my Slash Bronco body. Then I did it for my Armor body. Now I resized it 1/18 scale for this. Wanted the aggressive look. I think that helps set it off. Fury Tech, that's the system that's inside here. I made this little mount for a 2-inch LED. That attaches to the back of the body. 3D printed the LED holder for the back there. 3D printed those little gas cans, jerry cans, whatever. Bought these fire extinguishers off of eBay. I forgot the name of the people. Hobby Gear or something like that. They make 1/24 scale accessories. The DSM recovery rope. Most of my tire, well, this is a stock tire, but this is a Power Hobby aluminum wheel. Bead lock, real bead lock. Most of the tires are from RC 4-wheel drive. So the wheels are from Power Hobbies. This was inspired by something I seen online. Trailer hitch. It's 3D printed. Alright, it's cosmetics. Okay, remove the lid. Normally this has an attachment in the front. Initially, it swung open. It was a latch that swung open. But it gave you limited access because of the front bumper. This is exactly what you got, is this right here. That was it. Most guys took the front bumper off so they can get full access. I wanted a magnet, so I played around, figured something out, and it came with a little magnet mount right there in front of the servo and drilled behind the grill. I got a couple on eBay, 2 just sold actually today. I got 2 more on eBay. I might make some more. I'll drop a link. Just got to buy the little, well, I bought the magnets, but I'll drop a link. I got 2 more on eBay right now at the time of this video. But it's real strong in the front. I mean, you just roll over, the top will come off, but it's a good hole. All right, so the ever popular Emax servo, but I want digital. A lot of guys get the analog one. I want the digital one. So I got this servo. Dumbo RC receiver. This comes in my 1/10 Power Wagon. The name escapes me right now, but 1/10 Power Wagon, you see the video. This type of receiver comes in there. And as you see, it has built-in LED controls. That's all that. I don't know any other ones that do it as well as this one. Yes, the actual SES24, you can control the lights on there, but very limited. This is a lot better. I have all my lights hooked up in here. Like turn signals, hazard lights. These are like an LED flash like a drift car would have. Then you got the regular lights. You can also do brake lights, reverse lights. Dumbo RC, they did their thing. Cheap and works. Cheap and functional. ESC is Fury Tech Lizard Pro with the Bluetooth. The Pro comes with the Bluetooth plus it's a little higher amperage. I want to say 30 amp, 20 or 30 amp, I forget, but it's a little higher amperage than a regular Lizard. And the regular Lizard don't come with the Bluetooth. So you can sync it to your phone, updates, adjust the ESC, power, drag, brake, everything. Right there. I initially had this ESC and this receiver with the stock motor. This isn't the stock motor right here. Because I'm gonna keep it 100, because I pay for everything, so I ain't gotta sugarcoat nothing. The stock receiver / ESC and these trucks are horrible. Noisy as hell, no adjustability. They're horrible. Period. They should have went with hobby wing like most other companies do. But they did their own thing or whatever they did. It's horrible. It's noisy. So looking around at micro ESCs, Googling, I came up with this. I think something, of course Castle has one. But Castle isn't, how am I going to say this without upsetting some people? Because I said that before and I got a couple of upset responses. Castle's micro ESCs aren't dedicated for crawling. You know, Castle, they do everything, but they're not dedicated for crawling. These are. I'm going to leave it like that. Voice your opinion or whatever. I like these. I haven't tried the Castle, but reading up on them, reading reviews, looking around, these were the go-to. Castle even redid a micro something too. And I even dropped a comment under there. Can they make a dedicated micro crawler ESC? That's when I got lashed from somebody. But Castle responded, will do. So hopefully they get ahead and knock that out. But the stock sucked. So I immediately got these two to put in here to replace the stock 2-in-1. And it was 100% better from that. So then I decided, you know what, why not? Go ahead and go brushless. So Fury Tech had just released this system. One of the time I was looking for one, they just released this system. It's a complete transmission, metal gear transmission, brushless. I think 1400K, yeah, 1400 kV, smooth as ice. You got to play with it. You got to play with the adjustments. I got mine very nicely done, so drop that in there. So it's brushless up to 3S. All you need for this little truck. Moving back, this is the light switch, so I can control my lights on and off from the remote separately. So actually, I think I got my light bar up top is on that switch. Okay, so I can control it separately, but it's a lot to it. Not a lot, but I don't feel like explaining all that right now. But I control every light on my car right now. But the light switch, I wanted that to run kind of separately. So I got to hook it to the light bar. I could have put it on here, but I didn't want it. Some of y'all can figure out why not, but that's my light switch right there. This is my ESC, this is my battery mount, battery holder. So I made this little extra spot to place this in there so I can open and close the lid without anything being in the way. Okay, I also have some of these on eBay without this little piece on it. So this will hold a bigger battery. This LiPo comes with it. I bought a second one. I'll put the 30s on here. They don't come with these. I'll put the 30s on here, and 1 second. I wanted some 3S, so I bought these. And of course, these wouldn't fit with the stock battery tray. So 3D printed up battery tray. Now this will fit right in here. lean it forward. I figured that out afterwards. I had it going straight up and it got away at the body. So now it fits on there with no problem. All right, so made the battery tray. Also, these are on eBay. Surprisingly, nobody touched these yet, but bigger battery tray. So without the little front compartment. All right, so battery tray. Move back. I told you about the lights. I ran them up and around there out the way so the body can open and close without any problems. I also changed this to a 30. They also, they come with it. I didn't initially buy them. I bought these separately. So I changed it over everything. They come with one. You got order one with this ESC, but I think it's yellow. I bought these black ones offline. I think that's everything from the front. Yeah, explain all that. Now, most people want to know about really right here, the transmission and the drive line. As I said, the Emax ESC, Endura aluminum steering horn. Now the axles. Stock axles have plastic diffs. Excuse me. Stock diffs have plastic diff gears. Mine haven't stripped, but also haven't had mine out that much. So I didn't give mine a chance to strip, but they're known to strip. The stock plastic diff gears are known to strip. So the common upgrade or fix is to put on the XCX24 axles. Not my mod. It's a mod that's been out there. I seen it on the Atlas Facebook group. That's like the norm to do if you want to upgrade until somebody makes metal gears for the stock axles. So I went on and did that. In order to do this, you need a pass-through gear. Right now, only one I know of is Mofo RC. He has the steel pass-through gear to make the SCX24 mid-axle connect to the front and rear axles. Okay, take my time so I can say everything properly. Mofo RCs, as far as I know right now, is the only one that makes a pass-through gear. He gives you an option of just buying the gear by itself or buying a 3D printed diff cover with a hole in it. Now, initially, I didn't know about it. Like I said, I seen that this was the mod to do. I bought the diff cover gear, the 3D printed one. Then someone on the Facebook page said that you don't have to use that. You use a stock cover, take your time, drill a hole in it. I'm like, damn, that makes total sense. So I did that initially. Then I said, you know what? I went back later on and added the brass diff covers. So I just did the same thing. Drilled a hole in the center. Now it's on there. All right. Now I got these two are stock from this XCX24. The front one, I want aluminum because I wanted more weight in the front than the rear. So my front one's aluminum. These two are plastic. My front is year racing. If you can see that or not. My front is year racing. Okay. Drive shafts. I have steel all the way through. Enduro. Initially had the Enduro front steel, rear steel. They hadn't made this one yet. This is from the Gladiator. So initially I had the steel Enduro. In the middle I had the plastic Gladiator drive shaft. Before this came out. This recently came out, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks ago. So I grabbed it. Now, I made a comment on that Facebook group, so I'm the first one with it, and I showed everybody. Of course, people saying, no, you ain't the first one, I did it, blah, blah, blah. Cool, I made another post. Sorry I offend anybody. Let me see yours with all three. steel drive shafts, I got crickets. Nobody posted anything. So just want to put that out there real quick. But anyway, Endura makes this for the XCX24 Gladiator, which is the longest drive shafts out there in that scale that I could find. Prove me, you found something else? Cool. Drop a link, let everybody know. The Gladiator is what I found. I just bought me a Gladiator. So I just happened to have one on hand, and I measured it, and it worked perfectly. All the rest of them, you barely had a connection right here. So you had too much articulation, the shaft will come apart. But Gladiator is perfect. So that's that. Like I said, the FuryTech transmission, the whole thing still gears. Okay, I think steering link. Okay, most people that do this XCX24 axle mod or change, or whatever you want to call it, most of them keep the servo on the axle as Axio intended it to be. I didn't want that. I wanted to keep mine in the stock location for a more scale look. So I had to be had to come up with a little something. So you see this right here, this steering link right here, or servo link, whatever you want to call it, wasn't long enough. So now you see that the stud or not, this is a double ball stud that I'm using in my servo horn, which adds low length. So now I can have a proper length, proper size, whatever. It works. Then from there, I also couldn't use since I didn't use the servo here, I couldn't use their steering link, axial steering link, and the stock Atlas steering link. I believe it was too short for this axle. It had my front wheels with toe in. So got the printer out. Initially, I did my bar. It worked. I gave myself a little bit of toe out, maybe 1-2 degree toe out. That's better than toe in any day. But initially, it was hitting that bar, that servo horn, servo bar, whatever. So I went back and modified it again. I brought my steering link out some more. So now it'll clear that bar. Okay, so more travel, more articulation right there. Forgot something. Initially, this has a panhard bar. I got rid of that, and I got 4 links. So I got rid of the panhard bar because that also hurt the articulation, and I made it a 4 link. I bought extra link set from FMS, who makes the car in general. I bought extra link set from them. So I had an extra link. I put it there, made it a 4 link in the front. I added the longer links in the back to push these rear wheels back some. The stock axles are a little bit wider than these XCX24 axles. So when you put these on, they're narrower. So you'll need a longer drive shaft anyway. So once I did all that, my wheels were too close together. So dug in the set, got longer links, I'll put it there. I do want to fix this right here. I mean, driving it's okay, but I don't like how it swivels like this. So my next move will be to tighten that up some way, somehow. I might take the ball off of that and just put it with a regular screw through there and tighten it up. That way, this should take some of this play out. But I mean, like this one, that's cool. This one, I don't like that. So like I said, I just thought about it right now. I might take that ball joint out, or ball stud out, and just screw that straight to there and tighten it. That should take some of that play out. I believe I covered everything on here. shocks. Okay, at first I had the double barrel shocks on here. Too much. It was too much. Didn't like it. Then I had the 43mm shocks on here. Different brands out there. HR, Hot Racing. Didn't like it. It was too much. These are stock length. The name X Speed. Yeah, AX Speed. SPEED. These are their shocks. I think these are 39.5. Something like that. Perfect size to the stock shocks. And they're aluminum and adjustable. So I wanted that, and that's on here, and that's perfect. So that's the shocks I have. Axe Speed. And that's about it. All right, so I believe I covered everything about this truck right here. So if I missed anything, any more questions, just holler at me. Let me know. I'll answer you directly, or I'll make another video if it's too much to write. I believe that's it, though. Peace.